What day are you on?
Let's say at 8.
Day 8.
Yeah.
Excellent. Let's see what day 8 is about. You did it
Uh,
already? Or are you gonna
yeah,
do it?
I did
Okay.
it. I try to do it like first thing in the morning or in the morning before I get too deep into the day, or
Yeah.
else it just becomes harder to the day goes on to get it
100%.
in.
100%. And it's the
Yeah.
best time to do it because you can if you put it where it's like at the end of your fast, you know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
And you don't eat before you do it, around 14 to 16 hours, that's when you enter ketosis. So that means you definitely don't have any sugar in your blood. Your liver and your muscles, the energy that's stored in them, it's sugar or carbohydrates, it's called glycogen. That is pretty much done, or maybe around 80-85% done. So if you exercise, um, right, once you hit that state, then all that's left to burn in the body is fat. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
there's a difference between weight loss and fat burn. So you could
Hmm.
always go ahead and hop into the fat burn if you prepare yourself properly. The weight loss is passive. It just depends on where you are with that caloric deficit, or are you
Hmm.
at maintenance? You know what I'm saying? But you could be at maintenance and still go ahead and burn fat because of how you did it. You know what I'm saying? How you structured
Right.
your day and your workout. So
Hmm.
every day you have a small window that you create when you're doing the intermittent fasting. There's a small window you create where you can absolutely, I'm gonna lose some fat today. I'm gonna burn some fat off today just based off
Right.
how you eat and exercise, right?
Hmm.
So let's go ahead and check out your let's go ahead and check out your starter pack. What do you got going on at the church today?
I'm working, so it's got like cleaning. I'm responsible for cleaning like downstairs and like the
Yeah.
steps and up to the balcony.
Okay.
But then I do like a lot of other things too. So like tomorrow I have to come in and set up for
Oh yeah, it
baptism
is
tomorrow
baptism
or
tomorrow.
Sunday. Sunday.
Sunday. Yeah, yeah.
We're not there yet. We're,
Almost though. This week really flew by, man.
yeah, it did. It did. I was like, man, all right, we're on day 8. All right, week one's in. Okay. We're figuring it out. We're getting things going.
All right, sorry. So I got your caloric assessment open. All right. So as far as your meals, and let me tell you why I asked for 48 hours, because we could easily do it with 24, but 48 gives me a better idea overall of what your day-to-day diet is. Because if I say, show me the last 24 hours, some people, they're going to want to cherry pick, they're going to want to have that perfect meal. But over the course of two
Mm,
days, you get better averages anyway. Because the first day was kind of light,
yeah.
and then the second day was heavy. So I'm like, now you would average it. We see that you're around 20. Where we at? Your TDEE 22 to 24. That's your caloric output. Your base input intake wise was 2150. So you are right
Hmm.
there, right? So you're right at
Yeah.
maintenance pretty much. So the why this is great is because when you actually look at the food that you're eating, there is no real there's no red flags. You're eating the fruit. You know what I'm saying? If you could eat more fruit would
Hmm.
be excellent. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
that first day you ate light, the second day you ate really heavy. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
But it's because you ate so light the last day. Maybe if you find a way to, because you'll have a plum and a banana. You know what I'm saying? That's what I pretty much just seen on the thing. Get more fruits and
Yeah.
vegetables, more fruits and vegetables, and let that be your snack. And then that
Hmm.
way, Sometimes you can do a light first meal, and then the next day you could do a heavier second meal. You know what I'm saying? Like, are
Hmm.
you starting out the day with, let me see what you had on that thing. No, we having meat twice a day. So for that, for our lunch, we had it was like the taco salad.
Hmm.
Looked really good, which is great because we're eating a lot of the vegetables. But what if we could do, say, if we're looking at 2 days, right? Day one, we have that heavy lunch, whether it be the taco salad or the eggs and or whatever. And then day
Hmm.
two, we just go with lots of fruits and vegetables and maybe nuts. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So like not necessarily like like animal based protein, but like a plant based or like nut based protein
Yes, yes.
instead.
Don't even think about the protein, right? Because the body's not necessarily needing protein, it's needing amino acids. Okay.
Right.
So
Right. That's gonna
there's
take a while to like to like shift the thinking because it's like you know what they all say. It's like the miss
you,
like
you need
whatever. It's like
protein, you need protein, blah, 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 blah. Fine,
yeah.
you do need some protein, okay? But when you look at your protein intake and what your protein requirements are according to your weight, you need something like 85. You're coming in at like 107 on average. Okay, so you're
Hmm.
already way above protein. You're not necessarily needing more protein. But for what our goal is, if we want to lean up, we could come back off that animal protein for the first meal of the day and just say,
Hmm.
today I'm going to eat a little bit leaner and I'm just going to bang out these fruits. He said you like the chickpea salad. Get you a
Yeah.
big tub of the chickpea salad because that by itself is almost a complete protein, but it's plant
Hmm.
based. But it's
Yeah.
also carbs. It's heavy heavy for a plant, and that is going to give me the sustenance I need. It's going to
Hmm.
fill me up, and especially
Right.
if I pair the chickpea salad. I have an apple, I have a plum, I have a banana, I have whatever it happens to be, and
Hmm.
then you throw in a handful of nuts too. Man, you're gonna be good. You're gonna be full.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
Yeah.
it's gonna feel different. It's gonna feel different. You're gonna feel like, man, I
Right.
can still eat, but you just should just wait and drink water until dinner time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Right. No, I hear that. And then so because this came up, what was it, yesterday? I had cut up like apples and then there was like peanut butter and then I was like, oh, putting the peanut butter on that and I was like, oh snap. I wonder where he's on the peanut butter because I know it's like really like calorically dense like peanut
Yeah,
butter
the
is.
the nuts are going to be calorically dense, which is fine, but we're not really counting calories if
No.
we can subtract those refined carbs out of our diet. If we're not eating bread and things like that, we
Yeah.
don't really have to worry about the calories, right? Because
Yeah.
the fruits and the vegetables, they already low cal and they already gonna add fiber and volume to my gut so that if I eat enough of those things, I'm not really gonna be hungry. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
And if you eat the apples with the peanut butter is it's gonna fill you up too. You know what I'm saying it's gonna give
Yeah.
you that nourishment. So peanut butter is fine. You know what I'm saying? As long
Okay.
as it's
All
not a
right.
peanut butter jelly sandwich, then
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah, back up. Like, right. Just cancel it out. Just don't even. Just
yeah,
might as well
because
not
it's
even have it.
you're stacking sugar on sugar because the bread, especially if it's the white bread, it breaks
Hmm.
down to sugar. I'm saying
Yeah.
the peanut butter
Yeah.
breaks down to fat, the jelly breaks down to sugar. If you have an apple and peanut
So,
butter,
oh my bad.
I didn't hear you.
My bad. I think we cut out in a little bit and started talking at the same time. Yeah, no, I was just because some people like I've heard, and that's a lot of this is kind of breaking down what I've heard over time from different people, and then kind of figuring out, okay, what am I trying to do right now, as far as rather than things like I've heard in the past. But even when you were talking about like the rice, so I was including rice like every time I had like those mixed vegetables and chicken. But then once I saw that with the rice, I was like, okay, what if I take the rice out of it and I just do mostly the vegetables and then some chicken on top
Mhm.
instead, and then um, having that as a meal, and then that way I'm not really having that rice right away in the
Right.
day.
Save it for dinner. Save it for dinner.
Hmm.
It's good to have the rice at dinner. It's good to have the rice at dinner,
Yeah,
but just have it at dinner. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Just have it at
Don't
dinner.
both. Don't do it for both.
Don't do it for both. Don't do it for both.
Yeah.
Or if you there's look, there's gonna be a point where it's gonna be okay, right? But right
Hmm.
now, while we are shaping the body and we are and not just shaping it, we're trying to achieve the two adaptations that will make our body fat resistant. So it's the cardiovascular super efficiency and it's the metabolic flexibility. Okay. And you're
Hmm.
achieving those things in there's two baskets. Okay. One, the exercise. The exercise is changing you on a cellular level. So you're going to have to repair, give your body the stimulus you need to repair, and you're going to have to give your body the stimulus you need to build, right? You want your mitochondria to be more dense and more efficient at creating the ATP. So we're going to have to do that by how we eat and exercise. The membranes of the mitochondria, they take in oil. That's why they say there's the fats are necessary, the omega-3s, the omega-6s, but it has to be, it's just like cholesterol, right? They say there's good and bad cholesterol. All of the cholesterol is good. It just has to be in the right proportions. And if it's not in the
Mm.
right proportions, it's not flowing right and is it could be dangerous. You know what I'm saying? Same thing with the membranes of the mitochondria wall. You need omega-3 and omega-6. Too much omega-6 though is going to weaken the mitochondria. Okay. So when we're
Mm.
talking about omega-6s, we're talking about seed oils. Okay.
Yeah.
And definitely, I don't know if you saw my one of my videos where I'm showing you how they recycle the cooking oil. It's
Yeah.
really bad for you. So you could weaken the mitochondria till they get destroyed. And now
Yeah.
you can't figure out why you're always so tired and why you got metabolic dysfunction, whatever form it's going to come in.
Yeah.
But if you
Bro, I
go in the
work.
opposite direction where we're
Hmm.
going, the muscles build up a lot of dense mitochondria, so you could push out a lot of energy, and now you have the metabolic flexibility. So it doesn't matter if you have a lot of sugar today because you're gonna end up burning it through your movement anyway. Just the muscle sitting on your body is burning up a whole lot of sugar. Right? It takes energy. It'll burn up fat when there is no sugar, just sitting down when you have enough
Hmm.
muscle in the body. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And then the
Right.
ability for it to say, I'll take the sugar or the fat, and there is no like grinding gears to go from one to the other. That's when you become metabolically flexible. And then it's all right, yo, it's 12 o'clock. I got this cereal, kind of hungry. I'm gonna eat it. It ain't gonna matter. It's not gonna change a damn thing because the body is already it's formed. You know what I'm saying? So right now,
Hmm.
while we're in this forming stage, we're just gonna be careful and we're gonna try and stick in our range, 14 to 16 hours fasted. I'm gonna have the refined carbs no more than once a day. I'm gonna try and start, you know, break the fast with fruit and vegetable. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
If I'm gonna have the animal based protein early in the day, that's fine, that's cool. But maybe tomorrow I won't, you know? And
Yeah.
then That's the only thing that I see with your numbers, right? Because your caloric output is 22, and what your average is right now is pretty much 22. It's 2150. It was so that means you were under maintenance on the first day you were eating. You were over maintenance on the second day that you were eating. So the second
Right.
day was 24, right? So
Yeah.
on average, you came together like 50 calories below maintenance. You know what I'm saying? So it looks
Right.
good on
Right.
average, but you just got to be careful to keep that balance. That's why I'm saying on maybe you alternate. One day, I don't have the meat earlier in the day. I wait till later. The next day, I'll have my heavy breakfast. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And if you can
Yeah.
just think like that, then you're going to stay under maintenance over the course of the 1 week. You get it?
Right. Yeah. It helps to understand kind of also when like it's explained like that to know, what should I be looking for in terms of, my starting meal, like when
Hmm.
do I include this? When do I include that? Like, do I need more of this and more of that? Because I'm like, dang man, I feel like I'm already eating like, but that's because I probably didn't eat enough like fruits before. And then
Right.
like my wife and I have this long history with like keto and like I did like carnivore for a summer, and so I'm used to like, oh no, don't do like fruit bad, like like whatever.
Mm.
So yeah, switching to that, and then I started making more like the last few days started making like smoothies for everyone
Hmm.
and stuff. So try to get it that way, and I follow like pretty much your smoothie like recipe.
Hmm.
Not exactly like what you put in it, but basically all the fruit that I buy like before it starts going bad, throw it in
Yeah.
the freezer, and then
Yep.
just use that for smoothies, which has been like
Hmm.
actually like fiscally like awesome too because you're not wasting as much.
Hundred
Um,
percent, hundred
but
percent. Yep, that's what I do. I got a bunch. I just have a thing. It's like a little Tupperware where I cut up the fruit and I throw it in there. It's blueberries in there, strawberries in there. It's all the stuff. And when it's
mm,
time to make a smoothie, you make the smoothie, and that's better than juicing because you still keeping the fiber in the fruit. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
You want all of
yeah,
that fiber because that's the key is why because fiber is carbs. You know what I'm saying?
hmm,
The fiber is the carbs. And so as long as you are taking in those carbs with the sugar, then you're going to fill yourself up, you're going to clean your gut, and you're going to give your body what it needs, which is sugar. You want the sugar. You know what I'm saying? It's just the form that it comes in and when it's actually coming, because you have to have a period in the day where you do not eat so that the body can stay like
hmm,
just baseline. Like it's not trying to pump insulin so the sugar could come down. But if you always putting the sugar in there, yeah, you
yeah,
messing up, you know?
yeah. No, and I think that's like the hardest or has been, I guess, or not only has been, but it's like my potential like hardest part of all of this is when to eat what and what to eat. And not necessarily when to eat, period. Like fasting isn't really that
That's not
challenging for
hard.
me. Yeah, and like the workouts, like what as they like do get like more difficult, right? The finding the 30 minutes or getting up in time to like actually do it at the end of the day is not going to be the hardest thing. It's going to be like this part, the maintenance and like the what to eat when and what to avoid. How often do I? Because it's like even tonight, I don't know if you've been in like church, but they have like this the Spanish heritage like potluck tonight, and we're
Yeah,
going to that. And I'm like,
yeah.
oh my gosh, bro.
No,
Like,
it's all good.
that's gonna
That's what
be
I'm saying.
crazy.
You already have the guidelines. So what did you eat so far today?
Nothing.
Okay, see, so you got a blank slate. All you're gonna do is you're gonna have your fruit and vegetable, right? Because you know that you're gonna get on them tortillas tonight. So
Yeah.
don't have no rice, don't have no nothing. Save it until
Right.
later. If you want something to hold you, now you do you do the peanut butter, you do the nuts if you have some nuts. I'm saying if
Yeah.
you just have fruit and nut until dinner time, oh, you can't lose. Can't lose.
Yeah. Yeah, because I'm frying like patelillos and stuff. I'm gonna bring those. It's gonna be, and I was just like, but I'm learning kind of then, like, okay, like that's okay, but you need to make there's certain things you need to make sure that you get every day,
Mm-hmm.
and then as long as you're getting those things in, and you're not like, I mean, eating the whole fridge, right? Like by the time you get to that point, it's like, yeah, you can have like the rice or the, like if I'm watching the game at night, say it's a night game and I want to have chips and salsa and I haven't had like any refined carbs or anything like that
Mm-hmm.
all day, and all I've had was fruits and vegetables and maybe like a
So you
little
leave
protein.
yourself room to just relax for a little bit because at the end of the day, a lot of times you get end up chasing calories, right? If I
Hmm.
just eat how I told you to eat, that means I'm going downstairs to have the chickpea salad. I got plums, I got apples. Um, I might have a green plantain. I'm saying I know what my staples are. If I have the green plantain, that's like 300 calories that I just ate. Okay, because I
Hmm.
fried it in the olive oil. If I have the apples and the plums, that's nothing. That's like 50, 60 calories right there. So
Hmm.
if I eat three of if I eat an apple and a plum and a banana, I'm like I'm chilling, like I'm good. And I had my nuts. I eat very like at this point, I just got so particular with what I'm doing that like I could really just have a few pieces of fruit and a handful of nuts until dinner time. I'm saying
Yeah.
not everybody's going to do that. Not everybody's going to do
Right.
that, but you will get to a point where if you're eating the fruits and the vegetables consistently, you're going to have a handful of things that you just like so much that you're going to be like, That's not a problem. I'm not looking for no full meal. I just want to get my things. Once I have these
Hmm.
handful of things, it makes me happy. I know my body is nourished, and I'm going to have a great dinner later on. And I got
Hmm.
plenty of room for whatever's coming later on because I had my things already. And I'm gonna go ahead and have my potluck tonight and have a great time, you know?
Hmm.
So
Yeah.
the fruits and vegetables make it easy because it leaves room for later on when you're gonna go wild out a little bit, you know?
Hmm. Wow. Yeah, yeah, I hear that. No, and that's been, yo. Shout out to you, because Elias is the place to be. I was,
100%.
and I've lived here my whole life, and I've never gone there. And so yeah, no, that was, and we just go right up there. I get like a thing of baba ganoush and like
You like
tabbouleh,
that one? I
and
had it one time and it
yeah,
had like a very roasted flavor to it, and I just wasn't my favorite. So, but
yeah,
I love the other one,
the
the
hummus,
hummus. The hummus is
yeah,
really good. I'll take the olives and dip the olives in the hummus.
yeah.
Um, they got the best deal on the green plantains. They got all the fruits and vegetables you could want.
I know.
You know, it's good.
Bro, I left there with a cart full of like fruits and vegetables, and then just like the stuff like the tabbouleh and stuff like that for like under $100.
Yeah,
I was like,
yeah.
yo, if I would have got this at like Giant or something like that, or like, right, oh my gosh, I'm easily spending like a buck
That's the
50,
thing,
buck
bro. You
60.
cannot shop for produce at Giant, and also the meat. I need some water. I have water right here. The meat is halal, so it
Yeah.
is, and Not 100% sure what that means because I'm not Muslim, but that's the best meat that you're gonna find. Way better than anything that you're gonna find at Giant, organic or not. Okay.
Yeah.
I Man, I'm telling you, you want to get some good meat, go shop over there. That's where the bulk of the expense is gonna come in, but they always have deals on some pieces. And if you
Yeah.
just want like the little leg quarters, yo, it's $1.99 a pound or something like that. Yo, you can grill out.
Yeah. Yeah. They had a deal on like chicken tenders strips, like
Yep.
um and it was like not a bad deal. I got like a big bag. I pulled out whatever I was gonna make and I froze the rest and
Yeah.
just like
Yeah, I'm gonna put the recipe on there for the chicken gyro, and that honestly, man, we've been killing chicken gyro. Like
yeah,
when you use the lebni to tenderize the meat, that the lebni is
yeah.
like it's like the like Arabic Greek yogurt. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
It's thicker, and you could season your meat and tenderize it with that, and then you cook it. You could do whatever you want. I've baked it or I've seared it and then broiled it. Comes out so tender and juicy, it's crazy, especially
Hmm.
if you use the baking soda trick. But I'm gonna put it in the virtual cookbook and show you that recipe. But it's super good, man. But
That's what's up.
anything else as far as the workout goes that is hamming you up right now?
No. For the longest time, it was a stupid jump rope. Like, it'd take me like twice as long to do them, not because I was like tired or something. Like, if I was to just like
It's just
pretend I
slapping
had
your
a jump
toes.
rope and just like, yeah, but I'd always like, I'd get like 15 and then I'd hit like my foot and I'd be like, dang it. Just like keep going. But I'm getting better at that. I just, if there's times when um, we're like not around or something like that, I'll just have to reach out and like if I don't have like the big ball or something like that.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Um,
If
and
you're not in your spot and you need some alternatives, hit me up. Hit me
yeah,
up because there's
so
definitely other ways to stretch your back, you know?
right. And then trying to think what else. Trying to think if there's anything that I was like, no, not really. Um, the only other thing was, what do you need from me in terms of like the Questmaster stuff, like weekly?
We just got to
Um,
do this every week. We have to do this every week. There's just a checklist, right? You just keep going off the checklist. If you go in the starter pack, you open that up, and then there is open your 12-week checklist, the 90 days roadmap. Okay.
mhm,
And so you just keep checking off the things week by week on that roadmap. And that's all I
yeah.
need you to do. Every 15 days, you're going to see a survey if you're in school. If you're on the checklist, it's gonna be the same. It's gonna take you to the same place. Okay. If you're in the checklist, I'm in week 3 and it says day 15 progress picture completed, milestone survey number 1. Okay. So that's gonna be, you go and you
Okay.
do the survey and you can submit your pictures there. So that's really the main thing that I want from you is for you to get those pictures submitted so that we can see the progression over
Hmm.
the course of 90 days.
Nice. All right. All right. I just wanted to make sure, so that I'm getting you everything you need and that you can make sure it's all working. And if I have any trouble like submitting anything or interacting with
Yeah,
anything, I'll
definitely
let you
let me
know.
know.
All
Perfect.
right. All right,
Excellent.
man.
Go ahead and do your thing. I will have fun tonight and I'll see you on Sunday.
Yes, sir.
Yep, and we gotta get together for one of these Eagles games.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Absolutely. I'll have to let you know. Next one we kind of have like open time because they like so far it's been like we're here, we're there, we're here, there, and like all that. So
Hmm.
they have a
You ain't the
Thursday. They have
only
a
one,
third.
bro. You ain't the only one. I just be
I know
talking
if
like
they.
I have time. I don't.
Yeah, no, they have a Thursday night game coming up next week. So
Okay. Who are they
maybe
playing?
something. The Giants.
Oh, snap. And watch them stomp all over that. Let's Thursday nights are pretty good. Wednesday nights are no go, but Thursday nights are good.
All right, all right. We'll keep a like tentative like Thursday night football,
Okay.
just for now, and then I'll solidify it later. I'll text you or whatever, and we can get it in.
Sounds good. Sounds good.
Yes,
All
sir.
right, brother man. Go ahead, do your thing. I appreciate you coming on the call and I'll check you next week.
No, I appreciate you, man. I'll see you later.
Peace.
Mm.